Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea if you're new, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be all about the fear of being seen. This is a topic that I resonate with so much. For the majority of my life, I've cared about being seen and being seen trying and feeling ashamed or embarrassed. Or if you're going through any of these emotions, if you're having self-doubt, I feel like if you clicked on this video, then you can definitely relate to the things I'll be talking about. My intentions are always to come off as honest as possible by making myself vulnerable and sharing experiences with you all that can help you in the future to get over your fear of being seen, your fear of being seen trying, feeling embarrassed, feeling shy, feeling scared. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. The first thing I want you to ask yourself is, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid that your family or friends may see what you're doing? Are you afraid of being embarrassed? Like, what's your fear? For me personally, when I first started content creation, it wasn't a fear. It was more so like an embarrassment. It's like, oh, who does she think she is? What is she doing? That's the first step. Asking yourself, like, what are you afraid of? What's the fear? Where is this stemming from? I believe once you figure out where your fear or embarrassment or shyness or whatever it is, I believe once you figure out where that is stemming from, you'll be better off doing whatever you're doing. Another huge thing is self-sabotage. I know for me personally, I tell myself so many negative things. I talk so badly to myself sometimes. I beat myself up for the smallest things, and we as humans need to learn how to be kinder to ourselves, to be nicer to ourselves, give ourselves grace, because life is hard, especially when you're putting yourself out there, you're doing something you've never done before, you're trying something new. Give yourself grace. I know sometimes we can aspire to be like somebody who's been doing it for 15 or 20 years. I think it is nonsense to compare yourself to someone who's been doing this for 20 years. They have so much more leeway than you. They've been doing it longer. They've grown that confidence. They've probably went to therapy. It's so much they've probably done to get where they are, and here you are comparing yourself, who haven't even started, to someone who's 20 years in the game. Give yourself grace. And remember, comparison is the thief of joy. When you are on your journey and you are doing something new, whether it's new or not, when you're on your own journey and you're doing something, the only person you need to compare yourself to is your old self. For me personally, I don't really have a problem with comparison. I truly feel like whatever I want in this world, I can get. And if I don't have it, that's because I haven't worked towards it. Point blank, period. Anything I've actively worked towards, I've gotten, I've done. Stop with the what ifs. What if this happens? What if this happens? Because anytime we go on and on and on about the what ifs, it's never anything good. It's never, what if I make it and this becomes my career? It's never good. It's always, what if people think I'm cringe, or what if people think, who cares? Let people think you're cringe. It does not matter. I'm learning while I'm on my own personal self-development journey. I'm learning that everybody's not going to like me, one. Everybody's not going to agree with me, and that is okay. You have to learn how to be okay with whatever the outcome is. And for me, that was kind of scary because I'm so used to just playing it cool. But you can't, like, this is your life. You only have one life to live. If you want to do something, you have to do it. Put yourself out there and do it. If you want to get a raise at that job, if you want to move up, if you want to be the next Monet McMichael, do it. You have to work towards these things. We can't just keep sitting on the couch watching videos like these thinking things are just going to happen. No, that's not how it works. Once you decide what you want, you make a plan, you write it down, and you go after it. You cannot continue to just think it in your head. You can't continue to just, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, at the top of the year. No, do it now. Do it now. I feel so renewed. I feel so refreshed. And we're in the middle of the year. I feel like it's a new beginning. Take this time to jot down things you want to do and get them done. It's not too late. It's not too late. We still have a few months left in 2024. Let's get the ball rolling. Whatever it is you want to do, I want you to do it. Write it down, make the vision clear. When you're trying to get over your fear of being seen, you're going to have to take risks. That's something that personally makes me very uncomfortable. Doing new things make me very uncomfortable. Making this video is making me very uncomfortable. This is so different from the type of content I usually create. However, it has been on me for months and months and months to just sit down and talk. I'm just in my head about it, what people will think, what this person will think, what that person will think. Who cares? My fear of being seen is holding me back so much from my dream life. And I just got fed up. I just became so fed up with not living the life I wanted to live. And I finally said, you know what? I'm about to do what I want to do, and whoever don't like it can go. You have to live your life for you. I think it's because I'm turning 30 soon, and I've just been self-reflecting a lot, and I realized this is not healthy. I cannot tell you all how many ideas I've had in my head that I've written down, that I've discussed with other people and did nothing with. I've just became fed up with myself. I would make up scenarios like, oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? And it's just like, what are you even talking about? Get out your own head. I'm so excited to see what this new journey has to offer me. I am finally open and ready to receive what's for me. I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to put myself out there and stop being scared of what's going to happen. I'm so used to knowing the next steps, where if I don't know what's going to happen next, it's scary. So used to being in charge. I'm so used to having everything planned out. But that's not how the world works. And I don't know if you believe in God or not, but that's not how God works. You don't run this show, he does. I am in a season of my life where I am totally giving it all to God, and I'm gonna do the work. He's gonna do his part, I'm gonna do my part, and together, the dynamic duo, we're gonna get it done. I'm not gonna be scared, I'm not gonna be embarrassed, I'm not gonna feel shy or anxious or timid. I'm gonna put myself out there and just see what happens. Something so beautiful in vulnerability. There's beauty in vulnerability. When you put yourself out there, you will find a community of like-minded individuals who can relate to what you have going on. And that's how you're going to build your community of whatever. This doesn't have to be just social media. This can be in the workforce. This can be in mom groups, whatever. I want you to take a quick second and think of all the things you would love to do. Now I want you to take another second and think of all the positive things that can happen or that can come out of you doing all the things you want to do. I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking of the community I could build. I've already built a beautiful community, but an even bigger community I could build. The opportunities I can be granted, the places I could go, people I could be around, the people I could meet, the experiences I could share with you all. There's so many great things that can come out of me stepping out of my shell, getting out of my comfort zone, stop being scared of being seen, and just doing it. The good outweighs the bad, because the thing about the bad is 99% of the time it's our own projections. Nobody's actually telling you, you suck, you should be embarrassed, this is awful. It's all in our head. Once we get out of our own head, we can thrive. It's like I recently had an aha moment of no one's gonna come save you. You'll continue to live the life you're living until you do something different. And you're either going to be okay with that or you're not going to be okay with that, and you're going to do something different to get some different results. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? Think about all the things you want to do and think about what's the worst that can happen. What's the worst that can happen? I encourage you all to write this down. I'm going to do this. Write down all the things you want to do. Next to those things, write down all the good things that can happen if you do it. And then next to that, write down the worst thing that can happen. I'm choosing to be nicer to myself. I'm choosing to love on myself. I'm choosing to be encouraging to myself. I'm choosing to speak positivity and light and beautiful affirmations into myself. That's what's going to get us outside of that shell of the fear of being seen. That's what's going to make the difference. Letting that negative talk go, letting that self-sabotage go, letting all of those negative people go. Sometimes our dreams are so big and the things we want is so big, and if we share it with people that we love, they probably can't see it. They're like, oh, why would you know, you're fine at your job. You don't like your job, you make good money, you're taking care of your house, but you have a bigger vision for yourself. And sometimes outside noise can bring on that fear as well. Think about that. Maybe for a minute you need to keep your thoughts to yourself, and you need to work on yourself enough to know that regardless to what your mom, your dad, your aunt, or your sister say, you're confident in what you're doing, and you know that it'll work out. And you know, even if it doesn't work out, you will be okay. There's people who never try. All they do is think about things they could do and never do anything about them. You are out here trying to make a difference. You are out here trying to be a better person. You are out here trying new workouts, trying to go to the gym, trying to eat right, trying to exercise, trying to set up a morning routine. And you care about the people who's sitting on their couch doing nothing. Recently, tried a new workout class. I went to Solid Core and it was hard. It was so hard, and for the first time in my life, I didn't care about what the people around me thought, because I was so proud of myself in that moment for going to that class and doing the hard thing. I didn't care if somebody was laughing or kikiing with their friend. None of that mattered, because you're here and I'm here and I'm trying. If you're trying to do something, don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared, because you're trying. There's so many people who die and they go to the grave with so many ideas they never act on. So if you are trying, I'm proud of you. When you're trying something new, oftentimes you can feel like an imposter because you don't quite know what you're doing. You're just trying it out, seeing if it works. It's like how I said, going to a new workout class. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. The people that's in the workout class with you, you'll never see again. They don't matter. We run across so many people every single day. When's the last time you looked at somebody and you actually remembered what they had on, or how they looked, or how they talked, or the accent they had? Or when's the last time you actually remembered those things and it impacted you to where it mattered? I just want to wrap this video up by saying I'm so proud of you for even clicking on this video, looking for encouragement to start something new, start a new journey, pick up where you left off, whatever the case may be. I am so proud of you. Put yourself out there. Don't be scared. Fear is made up. Fear is not real. Embarrassment is not real. I hope this was some motivation, encouragement to you. I pray that this video helped you and resonated with you in some type of way. If it did, comment down below, leave some positive messages, and I love you all, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.